My dear Sister Flavia, Sister Shaila, Sister Asha, Sister Serena is also there. She is not with us here, but she is there. She may be watching us on online. And all the dear sisters of the congregation of the Sisters of Jesus and Mary, my dear dedicated and committed staff, my dear little charms, all the students, I can see your efforts right from the beginning. We are sitting and enjoying, and you are standing and waiting when your performances will come. Some are waiting right from 7:30 in the morning. And my dear parents who have come in large number, also the priests of this parish, it gives me immense joy and gratitude as I participate in this wonderful annual day program of the Convent of Jesus and Mary. This morning is a morning of music, dance, drama, color, and imagination. It is an invitation to discover something more and far precious. The extraordinary power that God has placed within each one of us. And let me take this opportunity first to give a big congratulations for our dear sisters, the staff and the students who have gone out of their way to give us such an excellent performance. A big applause to all of them. Little louder. The theme of the school is right in front of us. Dare to shine. And you can see right from the lowest to the most senior student and also the outgoing student, Sia, how they are shining. And this daring, this confidence, this courage is created by the Sisters of Jesus and Mary, and that is the charism, that is the vision of their founder, Saint Claude, and therefore a big applause to all of them for the legacy of education they have been imparting in this region of our diocese. If you see their performances all over the world, my dear parents, you will discover how they see to the smallest details, to the greatest excellence in the field of education. Education is not just literacy. Education is not just knowledge, but education is what is today's theme. Awaken the power within you. They have taken the theme from an Arabian musical extravagance, celebrating the power within. And this morning beautifully captures these whole Arabian tales or stories. Stories of courage, stories of venture, stories of wisdom, adventure, perseverance, and transformation. And therefore, what we see in this campus during the year, which was so beautifully presented in the annual report, I congratulated the principal right there when the program was going on, because the creativity and the different way of presenting an annual report, which is always one of the boring aspects of the school program, annual day program, but they presented in such a beautiful and creative manner that we really appreciate how they are preparing our young ones with the human life to bring out the hidden talents and treasures that each one has. And therefore, I really appreciate the process that is going on during the year, and especially for this annual day, to bring out the best out of the student. In philosophical term, it is called the capacity to self-exceed. Each one of us has this capacity to self-exceed. In our Bible, in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, we are being told that God has given us a spirit not of fear, but a spirit of power, a spirit of love, a spirit of sound mind. And as I sit behind here, from the morning I have entered, I have been seeing how the sisters and the staff here, through their commitment, dedication, motivation, and their ability, have tried to create a dream, to learn, to love, to persevere, and to make a difference. Each one of us have got a light within us. It may be a lamp, but this lamp, when it brights strongly, when it brights on a stage, becomes a music, a movement, and that creates the brightest light the world requires today. And therefore, it is a light that shines from a life with faith, courage, compassion, and purpose. Every child is having different gifts. Each person is unique, and it is our responsibility as educators and parents that we make the children become what they are and not what we want. Help them to discover who they are and what is their becoming. William Shakespeare, the great author and poet, says, "To thine own self be true," meaning to know thyself, to accept your uniqueness, and to cultivate one's God-given gifts is the greatest process of education. And therefore, we see here in front of us this morning that our students are not a copy of someone else, but our students are a contribution to the world with their own gifts that are different and that are unique. My dear friends, St. Augustine speaks so beautifully. You aspire to great things, but begin with the little ones. Great achievements are built from small acts of discipline, kindness, perseverance, and responsibility. I see this very true in this institution. Each student is being helped out through their littleness to achieve great things. And that is what we also saw in the records that we just heard and the achievements that we saw. And therefore, do not be afraid, but dare to shine is the theme and the logo and motto of this institution. All students are helped to seek the truth, to accept failure so that it can change our life, and to make our classrooms see a better place to educate ourselves. My dear friends and parents, the Arabian musical extravaganza is not just simply a spectacular performance, it is a metaphor of life. Just as every performer comes here, overcomes the nervousness, and steps into the stage and gives us a different outlook, so also life creates a newness. Just as music brings different many notes into one harmony, so also our differences should bring us together to build a community. Unfortunately today, we have been asked to focus on differences, but today's morning reminds us that we have to unite our differences. Great poet Rabindranath Tagore says, we have to create minds without fear and heads that hide high. May our school be a place where minds are fearless, hearts are compassionate, curiosity is celebrated, and every child is encouraged to hold the head high, not with just pride, but with confidence grounded in character. And therefore, my dear students, I would like to tell you, nurture your dreams, discipline your life, humble and learn from others. Let success be a blessing to you that comes not only through our efforts, but also in togetherness, in community, in our academic performances. My dear parents, I also request you that you are called not just to be spectators sitting and watching how your children perform during the year. You are called to be co-partners with your unwavering hope, love, encouragement, sacrifice, and partnership with the teachers and the management, so that the entire community creates the strongest foundation, so that our child learns in confidence, in knowledge, and brings out the best in him or her. My dear teachers, I take this opportunity to thank you for your commitment, dedication, and enthusiasm, which helps the students perform better. Friends, may the talents displayed today not end with the curtain. May they become a lifelong commitment to excellence, service, creativity, goodness, and faith. The greatest journey is always a journey of discovering the person God wants us to be. And therefore, awaken the power within you. Let the power within you, the light within you, the dream within you, and God's grace have possibilities that are limitless. I wish every student, every staff member, every parent, and the sisters a joyful, inspiring, and unforgettable academic year. Let the Arabian excellence continue. God bless you.